We see children, teens, and young adults picking up garbage and recycling in the proper containers.
What are recycled products? By now, most of us are recycling at home, work, school, or away from home. But recycling does not end once you have dropped off your cans, your bottles, and the newspapers at the curb or nearest recycling center. This is just the first step. Once you have dropped off your recyclable materials, they are taken to a recycling facility where they are processed to market conditions, baled, and shipped to paper mills and other manufacturers, which turn them into new products that are then sold on the market.
We see images of what the narrator describes.
Aluminum and steel cans, cardboard, glass, newspaper, and plastic bottles are made into new products, including cans that hold food and drinks. The steel used to build skyscrapers and school buses, cardboard boxes, newspaper and office paper, plastic laundry detergent bottles, and even playground equipment. The final step, which is just as important as these other two steps, occurs when you, the consumer, purchase the products made from the recycled materials. Product labels can often be confusing and misleading. Here are some definitions. Recycled content. Products that are made from materials that would otherwise have been discarded. That means the products are made totally or partially from material contained in the products you recycle, like aluminum soda cans or newspaper. Recycled content products can also be items that are rebuilt or manufactured from used products such as toner cartridges. Post-consumer recycled content. Product contains material that has been recycled after it has been in the consumer's hands. For example, a newspaper going back to the paper mill to be recycled into new recycled content paper products. Material or product used by the consumer for its original purpose and then recycled. Pre-consumer recycled content. Product contains material that has been captured during the manufacturing process before the product goes to the consumer. For example, paper scraps off of a paper mill floor going back to the next batch of paper. Waste material generated during the manufacturing process. So, with all of that said, why buy recycled? Buying recycled creates markets for materials collected in residential and business recycling programs, and recycling does not work without end markets. In addition, recycling and buying recycled products supports the development of green technologies, creates jobs, and strengthens the local economy. It also promotes and supports a more sustainable lifestyle. In addition, when manufacturers or paper mills use recycled materials versus virgin materials to make new products, emissions of greenhouse gases that contribute to global climate change are reduced, air and water pollution is reduced, natural resources are conserved, energy is saved, and less water is used. Here is a great example of this.
We see large carts of recycled paper in a manufacturing plant being recycled, and then a lush forest full of green trees and shrubs.
The federal government's policy of purchasing only copier paper made from 30% recycled content will result in 450,000 to 500,000 fewer trees cut down annually for paper production, and 16,000 tons of carbon absorbed annually by the trees that remain standing.